me get something to drink now.
Okay, we're back out here. We're still in South Texas, and we did a deer leg yesterday, and it was a big hit. I mean, there was not one little piece left. I mean, they just tore it up. So we had a request of doing a wild hog ham, and so that's what we're going to do today, and figure out how, see what it's going to come out like. I think it's going to come out pretty good. If it comes anything out like that deer, it's going to be a big hit also. So let's see what happens. Okay, so Charlie is going to be our grill master again. So let's see how he's going to do it. Here he is.
All right, so what we have here is a nice wild hog ham that Papa Tom brought down for us to cook. We brined it overnight for about 24 hours. My brother actually made the brine, so I'm not sure what's in it. But if you want to do this brine, make up your own profile. It's not really the hardest. Tons of recipes online to make your own brine. But we're going to go with my brother's recipe right now. What we're going to do is we're going to use some more of this brisket seasoning that we used on that deer. And this time, we're going to add a little bit of Cajun spices on there. We're going to run it for about 275. And about 160, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it again in butcher paper. I know pulled pork, you tend to use a pan, aluminum foil, but we're going to use butcher paper until it gets probe temperature. Once it gets probe temperature, we're going to come off, we're going to let it rest for about 30 minutes to an hour, and we'll cut into it and see what it does. So let's go ahead and get it seasoned, and let's get it on the grill. Again, like last night, guys, my brother took the rest of my rib rub, which I have to order some more now. We're going to go ahead and use brisket on it, but this brisket profile, flavor profile is so good that you pretty much put on anything. I'll tell you this, I cannot wait to pull this one off this afternoon.
Yeah, I bet you this is going to be good because, man, if it's anything like that deer leg, you know what I mean? There probably won't be nothing left, kind of like last night, man. It didn't last long, did it?
And this time, hopefully, the family lets us let it rest a little bit. Because last night, they didn't let us rest at all.
No, they didn't. They tore that thing up, didn't they?
Yeah, it's the first time I see my
family.
So
this is the same spicing.
Yep. That's the El Weddle's brisket rub right there.
That's called the brisket rub. And again, you can order this off of Facebook.
Yep. Well, El Weddle's has their own Facebook.
Yeah, so just look up that name on Facebook and you can order it, right?
Yeah, if you want. You can also put a link down in your video, and it'll go right to them.
Oh, okay.
And we use their spices on almost everything.
Yeah, I have I can put a link on there.
And my wife actually takes that spicy rub and mix it with her. She makes this chicken spaghetti. God, it's phenomenal. So we're gonna put just a little bit of this Cajun seasoning on here. Just give it just a little bit of heat, not too much. I'm not even really gonna coat the whole thing in it. And like the venison we did last night, we're gonna let just adhere, and then we'll put it on there. And I'm not gonna use a binder. I'm gonna let the brine act as our binder. Because that brine was really good last night or yesterday when we tested it raw.
It was good.
It was. So we let it sit for about 24 hours in that brine.
In that refrigerator?
Yeah. I know I didn't coat it like I did last night, but I don't want to. I don't want all that heat because this is pretty spicy. I want the kids to be able to come out and enjoy it too.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and put it on our grill.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm going to touch up right there where it's missing the spices.
Okay. There it is. Now this is a bone-in ham. Sure, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we'll see how that. What about a couple hours maybe?
Yeah, I wanna. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and we'll spritz it about every hour. If it starts looking dry, the way I spritz it, I use half water, half apple cider vinegar. That's just to keep the moisture on there.
Okay. All right. Well, that ought to be pretty good then.
As soon as it hits 165, we'll show you how to go ahead and wrap it and
Do it again.
yep.
All right. We'll see you in a little while. All right. Now we're back. It's time to take the ham off of the smoker, and Charlie's going to explain to us what he's doing. There you go, Charlie.
All right. So what we're gonna do right now is the temperature on that ham is at 165. I'm about to wrap it in butcher paper. And I spray the butcher paper down with apple cider vinegar to keep the paper down and more pliable when I wrap it. Now I'm gonna make a bed out of brown sugar, brisket seasoning, Cajun seasoning, and some honey. That way it'll cook in all that goodness until we hit the temperature we want. Should be between 203 and 205 when it's probe temperature, or it's probe tender. So let's make our bed.
Putting the brown sugar,
That's brown sugar. Now we're gonna do some brisket seasoning on top of it.
some what seasoning?
Brisket.
Brisket seasoning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like that right there.
Okay.
Go get the cars,
And we don't want it too hot because we got our kids here. And so we're gonna sprinkle just a little bit of this Cajun on there.
A little bit of Cajun.
Yeah, with the honey and the brown sugar, it'll give it kind of like a little sweet and heat deal to it, but not too hot that the kids can't eat it. And then we take this honey right here, put a good amount on there. So I make the bed with the dry ingredients first, that way the honey doesn't really stick to the paper. And there we go. Then we're gonna get our pork.
Okay.
We'll grab our ham, put it on there, wrap it up.
Okay. Kind of dark, you can't really see it. There's no light. Okay. Oh man, that looks good, don't it?
Yeah, it does. And just like we did with our deer hind quarter, we're gonna wrap it super tight, as tight as we can get it, and then put it back on there. We start off at 275. We're gonna finish at 275. We're not gonna mess with the temperature no more. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm more excited about this than I was that deer.
That deer was good.
I think it's gonna be even better.
I don't know how.
Super excited.
I don't know how it can be much better than that deer.
All right, we're gonna put it back on there till it gets probe tender. So it should be between 203 and 205.
So how long you think it'll be on there now?
Around 165 now. So we'll check it again in an hour, and then depending on that temperature there, we'll check it in another hour after that, or in half-hour increments.
Okay. All right.
We'll see y'all when it comes back, or when we get done.
Okay. Well, we'll see y'all when it's ready to come off, and we'll show you what it looks like. Okay.
Isaiah, what is daddy?
Good place. Oh man, look at that.
Let's see what we got. Oh look, no pressure at all. Just goes right through it.
Tender.
Oh, real tender. Oh, look at that.
Let's see. Is it juicy?
Yeah, look.
Oh yeah.
Look, you can see it pouring out of there.
Oh, let me help you set. Let me try it, man.
Well, that's hot. That's really hot.
Oh man,
What do you think?
as good as that deer meat. As good as that deer leg.
So I suggest letting it rest, but I have an entire family here who do not have no patience, so there's no resting for us tonight. But when you're cooking at home, you let it rest for about a half hour to an hour, and this will be your result right here. Hey, Damien, come try the sport. Oh, look at that. Look at that smoke ring right there. Oh.
Looks awesome. Holy shit.
That's good. This is every bit as good as that deer leg was.
Well, thank you, Papa Tom, for bringing this down for me to cook for you. I hope y'all enjoy it.
This is the ham off of my. You see my pig video? This is the ham from it.
The one you was talking about, wash it with apple cider vinegar.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So,
Amazing, ain't it?
yeah. So do this at home next time.
All right. Well, there it is. We got all these people right here going to be wanting to get some. So, thanks for watching, and hit that subscribe button.